Good morning, Joe here from Ignition Diecast with another exciting video about diecast cars. And today, Thursday, I am finishing up with this box that Roger sent. And I'm going to show you some of the highlights from that. Some of the stuff that was a repeat and is just put in inventory at Ignition Diecast, I'm going to skip for the sake of time. But I'm going to show you stuff that you're probably interested in if you're like a diecast nerd like me. One thing I noticed, he sent this custom Chevy, and I think I showed this in yesterday's video. But one thing I noticed is that it's way bigger than other Hot Wheels 69 custom Chevys. And Hot Wheels considers this the same truck, but they retooled it to be much smaller in scale. One thing that's noticeable, or one thing they talk about, is that the base is now one with the grill instead of having this metal and having a separate piece for the grill. But the most noticeable difference is that it's way smaller. Let me show you that one more time. Look at that. So same release, same car as far as Hot Wheels is concerned, but it was retooled, and I forget what year, to be much smaller. So I'm probably going to keep these in the same box. I only have one of these. I had a gold one, but I sold it a while back because I didn't know what the hell it was because it was so big. And I have about 6 or 7 of these smaller ones. So I think I'm going to establish a GM truck box just for miscellaneous, because there's 4 Chevy trucks that I collect specifically, like the Silverado, the Love, the C10, and there's one more, the GMC Cyclone. So all these other GM trucks, I think I'm just going to throw in like a big 48 slot box or something. And then there was this weird oddity. It's obviously a GT40, but I could not figure it out for a while. It took me about 15 minutes to truly figure it out. Here's another Mattel GT40, a Hot Wheels, and look at this, the scale difference. This one is way bigger. In fact, it completely obscures the 1/64 scale. So, long story short, this has Mattel on the bottom, but not Hot Wheels or Matchbox, because it is neither. It is just a Mattel Fast and Furious GT40, and I think I saw it was listed as a 155 scale, which is odd. So I'm gonna, just for consistency, I'm gonna continue to collect these, obviously, because I have a bunch of them, but I'm not gonna keep this one. I'm gonna list that in the Ignition Diecast web shop. Another weird one is this is the first Erdl I've ever seen. I could tell it was like some other brand by looking at the bottom, and it says Turbo Firebird. So that sent me on a research project. Was the Firebird ever turboed? And yeah, apparently there was a turboed V8 Firebird at one point, and this depicts that. And this is an Erdl, E-R-T-L, right? Yeah, Erdl. And I don't know, might keep this on my oddities shelf because it's a little beat up to sell. If anybody like has to have this, I'd be willing to trade it for something or toss it in your box. But for now, it's just going to go on my oddities shelf. And there were a couple other weird things that I noticed. Oh, the Shelby GT500 has 2 castings. It's considered, well, I guess Mattel considers this 2 separate cars, because there's the early casting, which is big, beefy, and has that like double vent hood scoop. But this is a Shelby GT500 also, and this is the casting that we're more familiar with. I have about 10 of these and about 3 of these. So I think I'm going to keep them in the same box. My Shelby Mustang GT box is getting really full, so I'm going to have to break something out. I think I might break out the 67. I think this is 67. This casting on its own, and then put all the rest of the Shelby GTs, like the 350s and the Super Snakes and all that stuff in a separate box. But interesting fact, 2 Hot Wheels Shelby GT500s, but different castings and different listed as different cars. So here's what else was in that box. One of these Wagons from the Art Car series. I have that one, so to the archive it goes. A awesome Gulf fastback, but I got it. To the archive it goes. Art Car Dart, got it. Going to the archive. This one I did not have from the archive series. It's a Nova Wagon, and it's got that tie-dye spiral on it. I've never even seen this one before, so got to keep that. And then this one, I thought, it looks familiar, but I've never seen that before. And I looked at the front, like, is that a Purple Passion? Yep, it's a white Purple Passion that I have never seen before. So I don't collect them as much as I'm drawn to. I just got too many things that I collect. So that's going to the archive. An Impala, a really nice silver one, which I think we had a discussion about the Bel Air and the Impala recently, but this is technically an Impala. I forget what year, 59. It says it, but it's really, really small. And that was the same problem I had with the other one. So this will go to the archive. The Roger Dodger 2.0. I thought that I was under the impression that the Roger Dodger 2.0 debuted recently, but I guess it's been around a while. And those, I think this is the one that has the blown electric motors. Like, why would you have how do you have a supercharged electric motor? I don't know. It doesn't even make sense. Evil Twin, Beauty, archive. Actually, none of these are being sold. The ones that are selling, I'm not even showing you. A Honda Odyssey. I've never seen one of these before. I did not realize that the Hot Wheels brand released a Honda Odyssey. And that's pretty cool. I'm kind of tempted to throw that in like a Honda box, but I don't have a Honda box. I just have a Civic collection. That's it. So to the archive. I am keeping this one, a silver Dodge Little Red Express truck. Don't have this one, so got to keep it. A Mercedes AMG GT3. Thought this was a Viper at first, but nope, it's a Merc. And I'm pretty sure I don't have this specific one, so up there in that shelf up there it goes. A GT40, a custom Ford, which I have a Ford truck box. It's getting kind of crowded that's going to go in. One of those plastic bodied Stingrays, but I do not have this one. As much as I would prefer a plastic base and a metal body, that's not the way they went. And so now I have one more of those. A Firebird, I think it's 69, but I have this one. This one has some paint wear. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one. I guess I'll list it for sale. And no, actually, this will go to the archive. I'll just flag it green. And there were 2 of these. There was one yesterday, and now there's one today. Unless there's a subtle difference that I'm missing. A Ford Ranchero. So to the archive it goes. This is a GT40 Mark IV, and I got this one already, so archive. This thing is weird. Looks like a Demolition Man. Looks like something from a science fiction movie, and it's gold. It's called the Rogue Hog. And I don't collect cars like this, so that's an archive. And then lastly, these two Cadillac Elorado Brogums, two of them, but they both have paint issues. So it's like really good custom fodder, perhaps. Well, I'll probably throw one in the archive, mark it like yellow. And then the other one, I don't know. Send it to a customizer or something. This one's worse off than the other one for sure. But that's all I got today. And thanks again, Roger, for the awesome cars. You outdid yourself. I feel like I gave you a tip for all these cars. Like, barely covered shipping. But I'll make up for it next time if we do another deal. Talk to you tomorrow, which is Friday, Feedback Friday. And I'll be sure to wear a filthy shirt and have more cars to talk about.